2025 Ford Explorer, what you need to know. Get all the essential details on the 2025 Ford Explorer, including its latest updates and features in the competitive mid-sized SUV segment. For over 30 years, the Explorer has been one of Ford's mainstays. It's a mid-sized SUV that has historically offered plenty of space, premium comfort options, the best of Ford's infotainment tech, and some degree of off-road capability, all at a fairly attractive price point. Although inflation has hit hard, Ford can still boast that it offers the fastest SUV priced under $60,000. That said, if $60,000 is a hard cap for you, the Pacey ST trim doesn't leave much room for optional extras. So, what's new with the Explorer's 2025 model? What's the same? And what can you actually do with one of Ford's most popular vehicles? Ford gives the Explorer a new look for 2025. Ford's midsize SUV receives several cosmetic tweaks for the 2025 model year. These include new paint options, a noticeably larger grille, a new headlight style, and a taillight tweak. In addition to the facelift, the Explorer's interior has also been upgraded, with new materials, styles, and textures available. Inside, the biggest change is in the tech and infotainment category. The instrument cluster is now entirely digital, and the 12.3-inch LED gauge panel sits alongside a 13.2-inch central touchscreen in all trims. The interface has been revamped. Google Assistant is now featured, along with Google's extensive range of apps, and you can even take a Zoom call from the driver's seat. However, you'll need to be parked to view any video for obvious reasons. Alexa can also handle commands if that's your preference, or you can simply boot up Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. 2025 Ford Expedition Tremor, conquering trails or just for show? The 2025 Ford Explorer has 4 trims, 2 powertrains. Those looking to buy a 2025 Ford Explorer have a few options to choose from. At the lower end, there's the Active trim, starting at $39,755. This is followed by the slightly more expensive Streetline with an MSRP of $44,515, and the Sport-focused ST, which starts at $54,160. The Premium Platinum trim isn't the most expensive, with a starting MSRP of $52,150, but opting for the more potent powertrain will quickly push it ahead of the ST in price. Most models come with Ford's turbocharged 2.3-liter 4-cylinder engine. It's the more economical choice and pretty much your only option for most of the trims. But with 300 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, it doesn't feel underpowered, even in a vehicle of this size. If you opt for the ST model or select it as an option on the Platinum trim, your vehicle will have Ford's 3.0-liter EcoBoost twin-turbo V6 under the hood. This engine produces 400 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque, the same powertrain used in the 2024 model. All of this goes through a supposedly smoother 10-speed automatic gearbox, though the Explorer's transmission has never been its strong point, so the only way was up from there. Some odd decisions limit the 2025 Explorer's off-road capabilities. If you're in the market for a mid-sized SUV, you may have off-roading in mind. While most people who buy an Explorer or one of its many competitors will never leave the asphalt, others may want to head off-piste every now and then. The Explorer can handle mild to slightly moderate off-roading. It has a WD in a few modes that make it more responsive on dirt, ice, or sand. So, if you just need to hit a dirt road every once in a while, you have nothing to worry about. However, it lacks a locking differential, and you don't even have the option for one. This means you'll have a far harder time taking the Explorer through mud, thick snow, or uneven terrain. 2025 Ford Explorer First Drive Review. Much better inside, still good everywhere else. Final thoughts. If you've driven a Ford Explorer over the last few years, you know what to expect. You'll get a good amount of space inside, solid performance for the price bracket, and a solid infotainment system. It's great for helping a friend move house or taking half a sports team for pizza on a Saturday afternoon. It's not a rock crawler, and it's not something you want to take through the desert or on a tough trail. Ford fans should look to a Bronco or an F-150 Tremor for that. In terms of criticisms, it's a bit of the same old. The Explorer is essentially the iPhone of the SUV world at this point. Yes, it gets an infotainment boost, some new styling options, and a facelift, but the vehicle itself remains largely the same. There's no real reason to choose the 2025 model over a discounted 2024 that a dealer is trying to move, or save even more by grabbing a used 2023 model.